this is Surabhi, your Master Teacher of Chemistry at Vedantu. Welcome to Sprint Alchemy. So this is the seventh session of Sprint Alchemy. So we are in the chapter Electrolysis. So here are the few topics which we will be covering today. I mean all the topics of electrolysis. Electrolytes and non-electrolytes, electrolysis, metallic conductor and electrolytic conductor, cases of electrolysis, active and inert electrodes, applications of electrolysis, electrolytic refining, electroplating. Ooh. And this is the entire timetable of Sprint Alchemy. So we are already done with periodic properties, chemical bonding, study of acids, bases and salts, analytical chemistry, mole concept, and today we will be discussing few set of important questions related to the chapter electrolysis. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new, and everybody like the session, share this video with your friends and click on the bell icon so that you will be notified whenever we are live or premiering the videos. Thanks in advance. Okay, so today's quote: it always seems impossible until it's done. Yes, so every step. So when I got my first job, like when I sat for an interview, I was like, I'm not gonna get it, I'm very sure. So my dad and my best friend was there with me. I'm like, you know what, let me just go back, because I was nervous. I had never done it before. That was my first job interview, and of course I got in. That is entirely different thing. But we always feel that it is impossible. Will I be able to do it? We overthink, right? As will I be able to take that huge step forward? But trust me, once it's done, it will be like, bas itna hi tha, bas. That's how it is. So first step is very important. So do not assume that this is impossible, I can't do it, I can't do it. You can and you will, right? Yes. Here's the first question. Select the right answer. The aqueous solution of the compound which contains both ions and molecules. So obviously it should be a weak electrolyte, right? KNO3, NaOH, HBr, HCOOH. See, KNO3, K plus NO3 minus, Na plus, OH minus, H plus Br minus. But in case of our formic acid, H plus HCOOO, HCO minus plus H plus will be there. Along with that, you will find molecules also. Formic acid, as it does not undergo complete dissociation, it is a weak acid, right? So option D is the right answer. The metallic electrode which does not take part in an electrolytic reaction. So this is very obvious, I feel. Copper, nickel, iron, yes. But silver, no. Okay. So question number 3. This is with 2 marks. What do you understand by the term electrolytic dissociation? So let's see. Electro is electric current. That means you are passing electricity. So what is this? You have heard about lysis and all that, even in biology. Lysosome, lysis, so lysis is basically breaking down. So electrolytic, you are decomposing, you are breaking a compound by passing electricity, and they will be dissociated into ions. So this is what is the meaning of the term electrolytic dissociation. The process in which separation of ions of an ionic compound or sometimes polar covalent compound takes place on heating or in a molecule in an aqueous solution. So either in its molten state or in its aqueous state. So that is what is known as electrolytic dissociation. Understood? So there will be separation of ions. You have a compound, it will be converted into ions. How? By passing electricity. That is it. Easy, no? And state which electrode, anode or cathode, is an reducing electrode. So we all know what happens at cathode, anode. Remember? Cathode may reduction. Why? There will be gain of electrons. Cathode may always the ions will gain electrons, whereas in case of anode, oxidation hoga. So obviously the answer is which electrode is a reducing electrode. So obviously it is our cathode, because near cathode the ions will gain electrons, and they are gaining of electrons as reduction. So those ions are said to be reduced. The right answer is cathode. But if you cannot just write cathode, because they have asked you to state the reason. That is the reason. It carries 2 marks. No? So please write cathode is a reducing electrode. Why? Because the electrons are gained by the ions and they are reduced. Due to the gain of electrons, they are said to be reduced. Easy, right? Okay. Question number 5. Give 3 differences between sodium atom and sodium ion. So sodium atom is neutral, first thing, because it will have 11 electrons, 11 protons. What about sodium ion? Sodium ion is positively charged because there is loss of electron. One electron has been removed from sodium, then only there will be formation of sodium ion. And even when it comes to the reactivity, so if you look at the electronic configuration, now this has attained octet configuration, so obviously it won't react with water now. But sodium, highly reactive, it readily or vigorously reacts with water. And when it comes to their reactivity also, so sodium will readily react with anything to attain the octet configuration or to form Na plus ion. So these are the 3 differences between sodium atom and sodium ion, because sodium atom has the tendency to lose electron, whereas sodium ion is already stable. Why will it lose? So these are the 3 differences. See, let them ask anything, chlorine and chloride ion, potassium, potassium ion. So you should know what is the difference. What is the difference between atom, cation and anion? That's all you have to write. But if they ask you with some particular atoms and ions, you just have to take their electronic configuration and explain what is happening there. Wanna join us, gain 100% knowledge and score 100% marks? I want to. I know, right? Everybody wants to. But how? Where? Why? So there is a platform where you can attend unlimited live classes with fun and high level quizzes. Yes. So every session mein quiz hoga ji. Yes. Lots of quizzes. And even if you couldn't attend the session, you can go back, watch the replay and play the quiz beyond the leaderboard. Nice. And you'll be competing with the students throughout the world. Not state level. India mein nahi, so throughout the world. And then there will be in-class doubt solving. So jo bhi doubts hai aapko, there will be class teachers and master teacher who will make sure that all of your doubts are getting instantly solved. You don't have to wait for hours. Nope. And after the session, you will get the assignments. Assignments will be shared with you, which will help you practice and practice lots of questions. Handwritten notes can be downloaded. Handwritten notes of the master teachers can be downloaded. Very nice, no? With lots of images and all that, so which will help you to visualize the concepts and understand it in a better way. What else? Along with that, so these are something which you have to pay for. Along with that, you will get free micro courses and crash courses also. Now exams are very near, right? So crash courses are very, very important. Yes, you will be getting it for free. That too for less. How? Because there is this amazing limited period offer going on. 50% offer up to 1,500 rupees. Wow. Kya baat hai? How? Where should we get it? Go visit the link in the description and in the pinned comment. Use the coupon code SURPRO so that you can get avail 50% discount up to 1,500 rupees. See, you will be paying 3.3 rupees per class, which is very less. Less to 10 rupees hai na? हाँ 3 rupees को क्या मिलेगा? Right? Good. So question number 6. What do you understand by the term electrolytes, non-electrolytes? 2 marks. So electrolytes is a substance in its aqueous or molten or fused state. It conducts electricity. Okay, because there will be formation of ions, and then of course it will undergo decomposition to form neutral compounds, right? Whatever it is, NaOH le lo, it will form sodium and the oxygen gas will be formed, right? If you take NaCl, you will get sodium chlorine gas. So those compounds in its aqueous or molten state conducts electricity and it will be decomposed to form neutral atoms at the respective electrodes is what is called an electrolyte. But what about non-electrolyte? It does not conduct electricity. simple. A chemical compound in liquid state which does not conduct electricity is called a non-electrolyte. For example, glucose. Will it conduct electricity? No, because it has no free ions. So this is the meaning of electrolytes and non-electrolytes. 2 marks ke liye. Easy, no? So name the kind of particles present in potassium hydroxide solution, acetic acid, glucose solution. See, here you need to be extremely careful because solution, yes, I agree. So glucose solution you cannot write C plus hoga, H minus hoga, H plus hoga, O minus 2 hoga, because this compound, covalent compound, will it dissociate to form ions? No. And when you write acetic acid, if you are only writing CH3COO minus plus H plus, you won't get marks because there will be molecules of acetic acid also, right? So first it is K plus OH minus. In second case, it is CH3COO minus H plus and CH3COOH. In case of glucose solution, there are no ions, so C6H12O6 is the answer. Get it? Please, you might be confused. You know, it's given, right? Acetic acid, you'll be like, yes, it's a weak acid. It's a weak acid, so it will undergo dissociation. If you forget to mention CH3COOH, I don't think you'll be getting full marks. Question number 8. During the electrolysis of aqueous copper sulfate between copper electrodes, okay, so we have taken 2 copper electrodes, cathode, anode, dono hi copper here. The sulfate and hydroxyl ions remain as spectator. Spectator means they just watch. Kuch ho raha hai, oxidation, reduction. So why? Because in case of cathode, what is happening? Cu2 plus is getting reduced. What is happening at anode? There is oxidation. Cu, you are getting Cu2 plus 2 electron. So obviously hydroxyl ion and sulfate ion, even though they migrate towards anode, they will just sit and watch what is happening. They won't take part in the oxidation because there is this oxidation of copper and the copper ions are entering the electrolyte. There won't be any oxidation of hydroxyl and sulfate. They won't be discharged at anode. So during electrolysis of aqueous copper sulfate using copper electrodes, the 2 anions, that is hydroxyl and sulfate, migrate toward the anode. Yes, we agree, but none of them get discharged. Why? Because the copper of the anode dissolves in the solution as Cu2 plus. Hence OH minus and sulfate SO4 minus 2, they are acting as spectators. Clear? See, we all here copper sulfate, okay, copper sulfate is the salt which we have taken plus water. This is basically the aqueous solution of copper sulfate. So in that, what are the cations? Cu2 plus, है ना, and anions are SO4 minus 2 and then OH minus. Of course H plus will also be there, but Cu2 plus is being reduced and OH minus, SO4 2 minus. You might think, what will be released at anode? No, as the anode is copper only. If you had taken inert electrodes, then there must have been oxidation of hydroxyl or sulfate. But here, as you have taken copper as an anode, so there will be the oxidation of copper to form copper ions, and the electrons and Cu2 plus ion will enter the electrolyte. This is the whole story. What happens when when electricity is passed through copper sulfate solution. Question number 9. With reference to electroplating, answer the following. Okay, answer the following. Why are articles electroplated? To prevent corrosion, and it just gives a nice look to the articles. Why a small current passed for a longer period is preferred over high current for a shorter period? For the uniform deposition of metal, right? If you just pass high current, there will be non-uniform deposition, which we don't want. We want the deposition to be very uniform and clean. So that is the reason we pass small amount of electricity for a longer period. Why the article to be electroplated is made a cathode? Because always during electrolysis the metals are always deposited at cathode. That is the reason. Why a direct current is used? Because again the same reason, we don't want the deposition to be discontinuous or non-uniform. So that is the reason we prefer DC over AC. Articles are electroplated for the following reason, as I told you, to prevent it from corrosion, to improve the appearance of the metal articles. Why a small current passed for a longer period? To get a uniform and smooth coating of superior metal. 3. Why the article to be electroplated is made a cathode? Because the metals are always deposited at cathode. The last one, why a DC is used? Because direct current you will get, when you use direct current you will get that smooth coating and the phase of current is same, right? It's not alternating. That is the reason. Question number 10. Okay, we have 3 sub questions there. Give the name of a metal which is extracted by electrolysis. Aluminium, sodium. At which electrode metal ions are discharged during electrolysis? Metal ions, cathode G, right? Reduction of the metal ions to the respective metal. Give one important application of electrolysis, not extraction of metals or electroplating. Wow, wow, wow. Kya baat hai? Refining of metals. Okay, so give the name of a metal. You can write aluminium, sodium. At which electrode metal ions are discharged during electrolysis? Cathode. C. Give an important application of electrolysis, refining of impure metal. Question number 11. So this is with 3 marks. Okay, draw a label diagram for the apparatus used to electroplate a spoon with silver. Okay, what are the ionic reactions that take place at the anode, at the cathode? So let's try first. Let's draw the tank and the spoon. So obviously it has to be completely immersed in the electrolyte so that the deposition takes place properly. And this is anode, right? And this is cathode, this is anode. So I'll be taking a silver block. Okay, so yeah, you can just draw this also. This is battery and we are taking AgCN. This is the electrolyte. It should have the common ion. So this is cathode, this is anode. Now what happens? What are the ionic reactions that take place? You need to label them. This is the spoon and this is silver. This is your anode, this is cathode. This electrolytic solution which we have taken silver cyanide here. Now what happens at anode? Anode mein kya hoga ji? There will be oxidation of silver. You will get Ag plus electron. So Ag, silver ions will enter the solution here. So obviously these silver ions will be already there in the electrolyte, right? Because we have taken AgCN, Ag plus, Cn minus. So they will migrate towards cathode, that is the spoon, and then there will be reduction of the ions. So cathode, Ag plus electron, you will get silver, and that will be deposited uniformly. So these are the reactions. Clear? So this is the diagram. Make sure to label the electrolyte, which anode, what is the anode or the cathode, what have we taken as anode and cathode, that has to be mentioned. So reaction of the at the anode is Ag minus, there will be loss of electron, you will get silver ions, and at the cathode it is Ag plus electron, you will be getting silver which will be deposited at the cathode. See, this is the 3 marks, easy, no? They can ask you electroplating of anything, but make sure electrolyte, when you are choosing electrolyte, you need to be careful. For example, copper. Okay, copper sulfate. They should have a common ion. That's it. The cation or the metal that is being deposited. So the electrolyte must contain that ion. That is one thing you should consider before finalizing the electrolyte. So this is it. With this, we are done with electrolysis, electrolytes and non-electrolytes, electrolysis, metallic conductor and electrolytic conductor, cases of electrolysis, active and inert electrodes, application of electrolysis, electrolytic refining, electroplating. And here is a homework question. By giving 4 examples in each case, define or explain the terms strong electrolyte, weak electrolyte. Or in the comment section, you can just write one example if it's a lot to write, but make sure to give the answer in the comment section. Okay? Yes. So the next session will be on metallurgy, that is 25th Febco tomorrow. And previous session was on mole concept and stoichiometry. If you have not watched, go back and watch. And today we discuss some very important questions related to the chapter electrolysis. And let me remind you again, we have this amazing offer, limited period offer. So that is to make sure, we want you to know that we will be with you till the end, up to 50% offer. 50% offer up to 1,500 rupees. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment. Use the coupon code SURPRO for additional discount. You can avail 50% discount up to 1,500 rupees. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share this video with your friends. Thank you so much. And if you have any queries or doubts, you can reach out to me at surabhi.r@vedantu.com. Thank you. Bye-bye.